Are you about the belief that desegregation is the downfall of the black community?
I think it's
my
one
friend
of
AD over here, and we have this conversation, I think, with a couple other people about this. But
I think so. I think when we talk,
we don't have our own anymore,
and it's normal. I can go in the stores right now. I can go to a Walmart, and there'll be no black people that work there. We're talking, do you understand what I'm saying? That to me is like, how is that regular? Or I can go into a community and there's no black-owned businesses. You know what I mean?
And you make a great point, but the only thing about that, since I am a business owner, you tend to hire people you feel comfortable with.
100%, yeah.
So I don't necessarily even view that or some of those situations as being racist, at least not from my standpoint, the where I've been. Now, some of those may have been a racist point, but I just think that people feel more comfortable hiring people that look like them.
Because my definition of racism is different. I get mine from Claude Anderson. So what I subscribe to is racism is the competition for wealth and resources between groups of people. So for me, it has nothing to do with skin color. It's about the exchange of economics. So that's the standpoint I have with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. But the only thing, like we were talking about desegregation, is that now we don't have a lot of black owners. So therefore, a lot of people don't get hired that look like them.
100%.
And that, because I just think it's just a natural thing that just happens unconsciously.
100%. You say that should be okay.
I'm saying, yeah, I don't mind. I understand as a business owner, you have to be comfortable with your surroundings. So I'm not going to hire people that I'm not comfortable with. So let's just say if somebody did have made a racist comment or something like that in an interview, I'm not hiring him.
100%.
I'm not going to hire that person. I'm not going to hire the person that comes in with a big old Confederate flag on his chest. I'm not, because that I'm sensitive towards that, and it's going to make me uncomfortable.
I'm with you. 100%.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of black owners or a lot of minority owners in general in the United States, because it's not a lot of us here. We only represent 11% of the population of the United States. So it's harder for us.
And people come here to do business. You know, the difference between, I would say our culture and others is, well, we were brought here as a commodity, like gold, like we were brought here as the valuable thing, and other cultures were brought here to do business. So we were business, and they came here to do business. So I just think it's two different philosophies, and then all the things that are in place to be successful at business. You really have to be elite, and you really have to be exceptional if you're a minority, specifically black, because that's what I am, to own a business. You have to really understand what the fuck is going on. You have to understand who you are in relation to the world, and you have to be conscious of a lot of other things that other folks don't have to be conscious of, because in other communities, say Mexican, Filipino, they support their own with business. You know what I mean? Like, if they need to get their pool clean, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be another Spanish guy that cleans the pool. If
Puerto Rican, by the way,
Puerto Rican or whatever.
He's like, I don't clean pools.
Yeah. So I don't think that's a bad thing, but in our community,
got killed for saying Spanish one time.
we don't really subscribe to that.
I think that was me that got destroyed.
I've never bought a pair of Jordans at a black-owned Nike store. I know one guy got a homie named Pooh Jeter. He owns a Nike store in like Manhattan Beach. That's the only one that I know of. So I go there and buy shoes all the time. But I mean, I've been buying J's my whole life. 99% of the transactions haven't been from somebody who looked like me.
Now, do you think we're coming back to a time where business is getting segregated between whites and brown people? Because, example, it is what it is. You never saw a show like that 10 years ago. With LeBron James, Kanye West, now he's separated from all the corporations, but Jesus is selling, and now there's ties to the Middle East and Saudi Arabia. It seems like there's a separation going on right now. What do you see?
I mean, no matter what race you are, there's only like a couple different people that control the distribution of everything. So the real issue is like distribution. Like there's a guy you ever heard of Marcus Garvey?
Yeah.
So Marcus Garvey, what brought him down is he really tried to attack distribution. He bought these 3 fucking boats, maybe it was 2, and he tried to take the distribution of products into his hand, where he wanted to send boats to Africa, get products, bring them back, and sell them in America. But the FBI sabotaged that because they know how important distribution is. So I think it will always be the way it is if the people or the powers that be who control distribution are who they are. You know what I mean? It's really, to me, I really think the real fight is for black folks is to unify and pool their money to purchase influence, as opposed to thinking that it's something that we can march for, or try to put a right or wrong connotation on it. To me it's all economic. Like, people have to piece their bread together and purchase influence and change laws that way, and really be conscious of who they spend their money with and understand why they spend their money with that person. And I think that's where the real change comes from. But it'll never be something that is like, that's based on right or wrong, because right or wrong is not a good enough reason to do anything. You know what I mean? If it was, shit would be way different than it is, So it just has to be a conscientious effort for everybody to really be conscious of where they spend their money at, and then hold motherfuckers accountable who don't spend the money the way that they're supposed to spend it.